What's going on, everyone? Welcome to NB Edits. So today we're going to be taking a look at what is inside our October mystery tackle box. This month we switched to a walleye box. We've never received a walleye box from MTV yet. Previously all we've done is bass boxes. So kind of excited, something different for us. Definitely going to be a different feel fishing for walleyes this time of the year before the ice hits up here in Wisconsin. So I guess let's get right into it and we'll see what's inside the box. All right, crack this baby open. Whoa, what is this thing? Holy cow. Okay, let's just start with this. So this looks like the Azzurri. Look at this thing. This is beautiful. This has got some really nice colors. What is that one called? The 3DS Schat from Azzurri. I really like the black and gold color in here. You want to open some of these?
Alright, next, we got some plastics.
Two plastics.
Both out. We got some grubs, or like a Mr. Twister from Charlie's Worms. And then we got some more plastic. This one's called the Cane Thumper from Big Bite Baits. Both minnow presentation. This should work fantastic. I
like the paddle tail. That's nice. This thing is just crazy looking. What do they call this one? Astro Vibe UV. Take a look at that thing, guys. It's super shiny, very neat. Got some orange tiger striped colors into it. I really like the eye. This is very neat. I think once this hits under the water, I mean, this thing is just gonna pop and it rattles. Very cool. And then we also have Gibbs Diamond Dazzler. Got some very nice color to there, very small hook on there, but that should work pretty well, I would assume. And what else you got there? What is that stuff?
We got some liquid Mayhem walleye attractant. I've never seen this before, never used any attractant, but this could be a cool little video. Maybe Brandon and I will do like a live bait versus plastic with this on it.
Yeah, maybe see which one's better. That'd be actually kind of cool.
But, yeah, that's everything in the box. I guess now we're gonna go one by one and talk to you guys how we use each thing in here. Alright, the first one we're going to go over is the Azzurri 3DS Schat. This is a suspending crankbait. It dives 2 to 5 feet. So that'd be perfect if you are working the outside of the shallows. If you got a weed edge or a shallow rock bar, this would be something that you definitely want to throw. You could either reel it in or you could twitch it, I'm assuming. Give it like a dead minnow presentation. The colors on it right now look like they resemble a perch, which is a walleye's favorite food, depending on what is in your lake.
All right, the next one we've got is the Astro Vibe UV from Strike Pro. This one, I really like this one. I've never seen anything quite like this. This is something that I would use vertical jigging. If you got a deep rock bar, you want to fish this almost similar like what you would do ice fishing. I think they would just come up and absolutely demolish this thing. It's got a very nice rattle to it. It's very faint, but it's just enough where you could really trigger a big fish.
Now we're going to talk about both of the plastics and how we use them. Start with the Charlie's Worm. You know, you put this on a jig, any size. We would probably recommend using it on an 1/8 ounce, just so it doesn't get down too fast. Because when you're fishing in the fall, you want to go with something that resembles a minnow, just like if you were bass fishing. But you don't want it to be too small, believe it or not, because in the fall, those bait fish start to get a little bit bigger. And if you're using something that doesn't resemble those bait fish, they're just not going to be interested. When you're working a bait like this, you got two options. You can put it on your jig and you can reel it in nice and slow against the bottom, or you could jig it, cast it out, give it a few thumps. Both would work really good because of the tail on this thing. Really gives it a good action, but you don't want to go too fast when you're fishing this in the fall because they don't like to work for their meal. They like a nice steady presentation. Next we're going to talk about the Big Bite Baits. This one is a little bit bigger. This is a 3.5 Cane Thumper with a paddle tail on the back. This bait you definitely want to work a lot slower. Yep. This would be one that you'd also put on a jig, an 1/8 ounce or a 1/4 ounce, and it would be one that you would drag across the bottom, or you're working it with a nice steady thump when you're jigging it. Most of our lakes are super clear here in Wisconsin, so white is definitely a go-to color for us. So they're definitely plastics that we're going to be throwing on our jigs and hopefully getting a lot of walleyes. So the next thing we got is the Gibbs Diamond Dazzler. I was surprised to actually see this in the box just because to us in Wisconsin, this is more of like a late summer type of lure to us. This is what we consider to be more of like a crawler harness. In Wisconsin right now, we are pretty much on the brink of winter. I mean, our leaves are pretty much all the way off, getting down into the 30s every night, so the water temperature is quite cold. But the nice thing is about this, if you don't want to use a worm on it, you can just put a minnow on it and just drag it across the bottom when you're going place to place a little bit slower than you would maybe in the summer or the spring, and it should work fine. You got that nice spoon on it, and then you got some beads to really give it some flash. So yeah, if you just work this across the bottom when you're going place to place with maybe like a bottom bouncer, or if you had a slip rig down there, you should still kill them on this.
All right, last but not least, we've got our container of liquid Mayhem here. This is the walleye attractant. Like I said, I've never used a garlic attractant during walleye times, but I think this would be very neat to do a challenge video like you were saying, where we could do live bait versus putting this on some of these plastics and some of your baits like that. I think it'd be very neat to just give it a try. I think it'd be fun to do a challenge, just see who does better at the end of the day, who's catching more fish. Obviously they make it for a reason, so I'm guessing this thing would help you really pound the fish on a hard bite.
Alright guys, that'll pretty much conclude the Mystery Tackle Box Pro for the month of October. We wanted to do a sit down video and just kind of tell you guys how we like to fish stuff and what we would do, especially with the stuff in the mystery tackle box.
We're not going to have a ton of time to go out and fish a lot of these baits just for this month due to 1, weather, and 2, we have some other MTB related stuff going on within the next week or so, so we're going to be pretty occupied with that, and I think you guys are going to like that. Definitely going to have to subscribe to the MTB channel. Go subscribe to them right after watching this. Stay tuned with us. We've got some big news, some big stuff coming with them, and we're extremely excited to get that to you guys. So that's going to be coming up real soon. Hopefully when we're done with that business, we can get out, try some of these lures before we end up getting our next box. We're extremely excited for that one too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this month's unveiling of the MTB box.
Again, before you guys go, make sure you check out Mystery Tackle Box. If you are interested in getting a year subscription with them, we'll leave that link down in the description. And also, like Brandon said, make sure to check out Mystery Tackle Box's YouTube channel. You guys aren't going to want to miss what they're going to be uploading within the next couple months here.
And as always, make sure to give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Tight lines from NB Edits.